Are you a fitness, a wellness, and adventure sports professional working with clients one-on-one or in groups, but in person, and you're interested in moving online? Are you struggling to think about how can I successfully start to grow and integrate an online component into a business? And ultimately, maybe you're interested in going 100% online. I'm going to share with you today a science-based, research-based strategy that will help set you up for success for moving your business online. Are you a fitness, a wellness, or an adventure professional looking to grow a successful online business that gives you the freedom and the flexibility to live life on your terms and to follow your passions? My name is Erica Boling, and I'm super excited to have you here with us today. This is Fit, Free, and Fearless. So in case you don't know my background, I have a PhD in education in online teaching and learning, literacy and curriculum design. And I have spent decades helping people educate, teach, move their businesses online. At the university, again, I spent decades helping teachers who were not super comfortable with technology, who didn't do any kind of online teaching and learning, helping them move online. And I've done a lot of research in this area. One of the things that we know based on research, when you're dealing with technology, and especially when you're moving online, there's a lot of technology involved. What can help set you up for success is that when you're trying to do something innovative and change something in your business and move online, is to take something that you're already successful in and start to integrate and make that transition online with that component. So let me give you an example. I was working with a lot of K through 12 teachers, and they were wanting to do, say, online discussion forums, and they were wanting to do some online activities with their high school students. So some of these teachers traditionally were doing more lecture-based classes, right? And then we have other teachers, their regular teaching style was very interactive, right? So some teachers, they do a lot of collaborative stuff and a lot of group work, students giving input to each other. So when we think about moving online and you think about what these teachers might be good at, so one person's really good at maybe lecturing, explaining, and kind of giving an overview, right? More kind of a didactic model. Then the other teacher is more skilled and more comfortable and very successful at doing collaborative stuff and group activities and student feedback. So if they were going to integrate, say, technology, and they want to bring in some technical component to their teaching, they would be more likely to be successful with the technology if the teacher, starting out, not saying you have to stay in this method, but the teacher that is more successful at just kind of that lecturing, if that teacher starts to move online and that first entry point is by doing, say, online trainings, online tutorials, online lectures. And then if that same teacher decided that their entry into the online world was through online collaborative groups and online discussion forums, that teacher is going to struggle more than, say, the teacher that was already successful with that collaborative kind of group learning. So the entry point, now, it's not to say that the teacher who's doing all the lecturing can't move into more collaborative type activities and go online and do an online forum, right? And have online communities. But when we look at what is the likelihood of success, what is the likelihood of minimizing the barriers between going from teaching and helping people in person to going online, we know, again, research to support this, that you're more likely to be successful with the technology if you start with something that you're already doing well. And then that's kind of your entry point. So one of my favorite ways to help business owners go online is to not just overnight go from a brick and mortar in-person business to just overnight, we all of a sudden say, hey, we got an online business. I think one of the best ways and the easiest ways to do this transition, which is what I also did, is you ease into it. You take your in-person business, your in-person clients, your in-person training, and basically what you do is you start integrating an online component in with your current clientele. And that's a great way to ease yourself into it, grow your confidence, grow your technical skills, but also you already have an active audience, probably people who already love working with you, and you can get immediate feedback on what you're creating online. That way, you're growing that online component. You're already offering it. So you don't have to wait and build something and then months or 6 months or a year later, have to wait to get income. You're already building it. You're already creating it. But if your end goal is that you ultimately want to have 100% online, as you're creating online content for your in-person clients, just keep that in mind. So let me give you another example. So let's say that I'm doing all of my training in person, all my clients, all my coaching is in person. One easy way you might want to start adding value to them, but then building online content for an online program is through maybe a video library, right? So as you're easing into the online business, you may start building a video library, start making that available for your in-person clients. You can either do added value and just integrate it into the stuff you're already offering, or it can be an add-on, right? You can charge more for it. But basically, you can start doing that today. You can start creating it right now. Start creating that content. Your current immediate in-person clientele can benefit from it. And then you're starting to build up the skills, the confidence, and you're building up the resources and the content that ultimately could be a fully online video library, right, that you offer to clients. Another thing that you could do is develop, resources and materials. So maybe you have in-person clients and you're constantly kind of repeating yourself, educating them on health tips or tips for making a healthy diet. Or maybe there's things related to exercise, right? And how to make sure that they're doing an exercise correctly and the benefits of an exercise, or where to go buy equipment and resources, right? That would be wonderful, wonderful material that you can put online. So what I did when I first started doing my online business program was I first started working with people individually one-on-one, and this was virtually, but you could do it in person. But as I was working with individual clients, I was finding there were certain things I kept repeating, certain things that I kept kind of teaching the foundations, right? I kept repeating and educating the same things, the same topics over and over. What I ended up doing was taking that content and pre-recording it. Then instead of meeting with clients and having to just keep repeating the same content, the same tips, the same advice, I would say, hey, go watch this video before we meet on Tuesday. So it's a great way, like I said, it's a great way to integrate the technology, to ease into the online teaching and learning. It's less overwhelming if you've not done this before, and all of a sudden having a fully online program is a bit overwhelming, or having a full online membership program and a whole video library 100% online, if that's a bit overwhelming, is look at what you're currently doing in your business. Look at what you're doing well. What are you really good at? And think about, is there a way moving some of that support, some of that teaching, some of that guidance, some of that mentoring? Is there a way that you can start moving that online and start doing that in kind of that hybrid model? It's an in-person and online. A wonderful way to ease into an online business. You have an active audience already. You can test out the materials. You can be more comfortable and confident because it's not the only thing they're getting from you, right? You can get feedback and tweak it along the way. And then it's a great way to be building up that content, the resources, the materials. So when it's all ready, you've tested it out, you like what you have, then you can open it up for a fully online audience. So if this is something that piques your interest and moving online is something that's brand new to you, it seems a bit overwhelming or very overwhelming and intimidating. If you're looking for some support, or if you're already starting to do this, you're already moving online, maybe you already have some online programs already, but they're just not getting the results. It's maybe not as effective as you think it could be. I just wanted to remind you and let you know, check in the description. I'll put some information. We have an online program. It is a Fit, Free, and Fearless, a business accelerator program. We have various levels of support where you can work one-on-one and get personalized support and help from me in doing this. So check it out. Would love to meet with you, learn more about what you're doing. The application, fill it out. It's just a few short questions and it'll give you a link to book a call so I can see where you are and where you'd like some help. So stay tuned. I have more coming your way. And if there's certain topics that you'd love to hear about for growing your online business, finding clients, confidence to move forward, to make it happen, just let me know. And I have more coming your way. Stay tuned and make sure to subscribe and follow along so you're notified when the next episode is released.